Science is here. Science is there. Science is everywhere. Where will Science Time visit today? Let's go see.
We're gonna learn about the world we live in. It's science time. It's science time. We're gonna play. It's fun experimenting. It's science time. It's science time. At home, in the kitchen, when we're cooking, there is science. Outside, in the garden, in the night sky, there is science. Wake up.
Oh wow! Here I am at Tippin Nature Reserve, just outside of Canberra. Here they have lots of native Australian animals, lots of different sorts, including koalas. Now today's a very special day because we've been invited here to see the release of a little baby koala, a little Joey, into the wild. Let's go see. Here we are with Jenny. Hi Jenny.
Hi BJ, and welcome to Tippin Nature Reserve.
This is beautiful here, isn't it? What sort of things do you do here?
It is. We do all sorts of things here at Tippin. I'm actually the wildlife program manager, and the thing that we focus on the most here is threatened species recovery.
Okay.
So we have all sorts of amazing critters here, and lots of them are endangered in the wild at this stage. One of the things we like to do is really focus on how we can get animals back out into the wild.
Okay, and they're all Australian native animals you have here, aren't they?
They
So
are,
What
yeah.
sort of animals do you have?
Well, as you can see right behind us, we have koalas.
Yeah.
That's one of the things we're here to talk about today.
Yeah.
But hopefully running through the film you'll see as well some long-nosed potoroos. We've got some southern brown bandicoots in here. And those are nicely protected by these big fences you see around us.
Luckily they have lovely places like this to keep them safe.
They do. And with the koalas, we're quite excited because the koalas here have a large 17-hectare forest. We call it the eucalypt forest, surrounded by these beautiful eucalypts. And we've got 8 free-ranging koalas in here.
Okay.
But today we're really excited because we're going to put one of our young juvenile koalas that was born right here in our breeding enclosure out into the big free world today.
Okay, how
Yeah.
exciting.
It is, it is.
So how does that work?
Well, we've been spending quite some time planning for this. Billa is 15 months old now, so it's really time for Billa to leave the nest, if you will. And so what we'll do is we'll actually catch Billa up. So he's in this small enclosure now with the rest of his family. And we catch them about once a month to weigh them and do health checks. And we actually had to catch him last week to put a little ear tag on him.
Okay, and what does the tag do?
It sends out a radio signal every 10 seconds. And that means no matter where Billa goes in this big forest, we'll be able to find him. We can just take our little scanner out and just stand here like this until it beeps and we'll know where Billa is.
Okay.
And that makes it so we know that Billa's going to be okay out here.
I guess now it's time to catch Billa and then release him into the wild.
That's right, that's right. So we'll go in there and we'll
Okay.
put him in a bag and just walk him down and let him go.
Okay, well, let's watch you do that.
All right,
Okay.
great.
Weighing Billa before he gets released so that we have a starting weight. He weighs 3.8 kilos. What we do is we'll be weighing him weekly after he's released so that we can monitor how well he's going in his new environment.
Here I am with Dr. Ari. Dr. Ari, what's your job here at Tidbinbilla?
Hi BJ. Well, I am the vet at Tippin.
The vet?
Yeah.
So you get to work with all the animals?
So I'm responsible for the health of all the animals at Tippin, and we have lots.
Now, koalas are an amazing animal. They only live here in Australia, don't they?
Yes, so they are a mammal, like you and I are a mammal,
Yeah.
which means we have warm blood. But they're also a marsupial, so
Okay,
that
and
makes them a bit special.
What makes them a marsupial?
So marsupials have a pouch. That's the
Okay,
main
right.
thing. So they still drink milk, but they have a pouch that they're born as a little live jelly bean that wriggles up from the cloaca where it comes out and dives into the pouch and then continues
So you
to
said a
develop.
jelly bean, are they really only
They're like
as-
really a jelly bean.
Really?
We call them jelly beans. And they get there really fast. So they come out of the cloaca and within about just a number of minutes, they've wriggled through the fur and like dived into the pouch. And then they latch onto the nipple with
It's
a
inside the
fused
pouch?
inside the pouch
Yeah.
with a fused jaw. So you can't just pull them off. They're like, they're stuck on the nipple. Yeah, and they stay there until they're ready to come out of the pouch.
Really? Well, and how long will
amazing.
they stay in the pouch for?
They stay in the pouch for about 6 months. Yeah, then they start to gradually come out more and more onto their mum's back.
They're really good climbers, aren't they?
Oh,
do they
yeah.
always live in trees? Do they
They
come
do
down
come
much?
down to the ground
Yeah.
sometimes, and in fact, Jed was just walking on the ground a couple of minutes ago.
Okay.
But they're such good climbers, and they have on their front legs. They've got really strong claws for climbing up the trees, and so they're not all cute and cuddly. You have to be really careful about koalas,
yeah.
and we are super careful when we're looking after them. But they actually have two opposable thumbs that they use to climb
Like
up the
people
trees.
have opposable thumbs.
Yeah, so we have one opposable thumb,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
have two.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for telling us all about koalas. It's just been wonderful. Here we are with Phoebe. Wow, Phoebe, we just saw you release Billa into the wild. What's going to happen now?
Now that Billa is 15 months old, he's ready to go out on his own and leave his family.
So if he was in the wild, if he was
Yeah.
born in the wild, this is about the age he would have left
Yeah.
home?
So normally he would stop drinking his mum's milk at 12 months old,
Okay.
and he's 15 months old now, so he's a little bit old to still be with mum, but it's time to get him out of the house. In this enclosure that we're putting him in now, what we're trying to do is mimic what his mum would do in the wild. So normally a mum koala would leave her joey in a tree for a few days at a time, and then maybe a week at a time, and then eventually just leave this joey in the tree by itself.
So it just goes away for a little bit longer
Yeah,
and longer each time?
and that
Okay.
helps the joey to establish, to make its own home in this area. So it's called a home range, where that koala is going to live mostly for the rest of its life.
Well, thank you so much, Phoebe. It's been so exciting watching you release
Yeah.
Billy today. And it'll be exciting to see how he goes. Wow, Tippin Billa is amazing. There's so much to see and learn here, and it was such a thrill to see little Billa being released into his new habitat. Oh, I love koalas, they're so cute. Tippin Billa is great. If you ever get the chance, make sure you come to Tippin Billa and maybe you can see Billa in the wild as well. It's amazing.